Good evening. It's 27th of May, Wednesday at 6:15 in Bahrain and 20:45 in India. I thought I'd just do a quick analysis looking at the movement that we saw today in the market, specifically the 1,200 point move in the Bank Nifty. Now, I'm a big believer in the gap fills, and what that is that whenever you see a gap, you will see that getting filled. Just looking at the Nifty right now, we had an interesting move today. I have a couple of indicators which are proprietary, but during the beginning of the day, there really wasn't much momentum picking up. It seems like the strength came from the Bank Nifty as well. Now, I'll show you that in a second, but before that, let's look at this. This is the close and this is the open of the Bank Nifty, and actually you can see it should be brought down to roughly about here, right? And this will be brought slightly to about this level. So apparently we haven't completed that fill, and what that means is that there is still more to go. If that is the case and we're in a positive momentum for the index, this should go to at least 9,381. Now, when I put the CPR, the central pivot range, on top of this, you can see that just around about here is the 9428, which is about 100 points above. But if you look at this, is tomorrow's indicator, I believe. Yes, this is, I think, tomorrow's. Yeah, this is tomorrow's pivot point. So we're going to have a normal range, but we're still going to see the R1 here and the R2 here, and just next to that is the gap fill that we need to complete as well. What I believe is that if there is a follow through tomorrow, and if you look very carefully, you can see that this was actually a green bar. Now, I'm using something called 10x bars, which it gives you an indication of the strength of them, 10 times the move. Now, if you can see here, when you have a yellow bar, it's uncertain. Mostly it has been uncertain, but then there are periods in time where you get these strong moves, like here, for example, and that is an indication that the market is in an uptrend. As you can see here, it moves from yellow to green and then starts moving really, really fast as well there. So we've had in the Nifty, we've had a bit of a yellow marking, which means that there wasn't really much strength. But towards the end of the day, that last 1 hour, we did have a bit of uncertainty, kind of like a doji. But I feel that tomorrow could be another day up, probably to clear this gap fill that we have here. As you can see, there's a big gap still yet to be completed. And once that is done, then we can assess the direction of the market as well. Now, this is on the Nifty. Let us go back to the Bank Nifty. And you can see the difference that is happening there on a number of fronts. One is the day started off with all these indicators in white, which says that there was a big momentum happening. It's what we call the multi-time frame indicator, and it's a squeeze indicator basically that is happening in multiple time frames, and that's why you can see all these multiple dots here as well. When this happens, as you can see here in this area below, the dots started forming, and then they started increasing until you had all the time frames here, as you can see on the 21st, where it says, oh, it is going to go up, and you have all this green, all these white dots here which supported this. Now, it's the same thing here. The whole day was this, whereas in the Bank Nifty, you didn't really have, in the Nifty, you really didn't have that available. It was more towards, the first 2 hours were just, flat, and then it started to build up momentum here, although you did have a squeeze here. So this was an interesting development that took place, and this would have been a clear indication for you to say that, hey, we are moving up on the next hourly basis. Now, on the Bank Nifty, we also have a gap up to fill, which is quite high, which is above here. Now, that's from 18,700 to about 1900 to, let's say, that's a 1,000 point increase. If there is a follow through tomorrow, that will be very, very interesting to see this getting filled up. Now, tomorrow is a Thursday, and then we have a Friday, of course. So there are still 2 days to have this filled up. I wouldn't be surprised if it, kind of filled this up and then started to correct a bit as well there. So because the Bank Nifty was doing very strong today, it opened with a bit of red, turned to green, then there was a bit of pause at these lines, paused again, and then it just shot up from there. And I think people who got above the 18,000 level, they really made a killing, 700 points there right till the end of the day. So kudos to them on that, who did that. And that is the comparison that we have here. Let's just quickly add the CPR, Central Pivot Range. And this is for tomorrow. Again, you can see that there is a resistance 1 here at this level, which is 19,203, not too far from this range as well. So if we manage to break this, we can see this getting filled as well. And that's the trading plan. If you are very confident, go ahead, buy your calls. If not, you know, you're coming closer to the expiry of the 28th May, you might as well, short your, do some selling options and things like that. So I'll leave it to you to take your decision. I hope this, is useful to you. If you like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to visit my website, which is zencapita.com. That is Z or Z E N Capita CAPITA.com. Take care. May your longs go up and your shorts go down.